Hey guys, so today I'm doing the Keisha Charmaine Keep It Locked tag. Might be adding a couple more questions on mine, not sure. But I have tried filming this video. I'm not exaggerating. About 4 times I've actually filmed it, not today, but like in the past and during different stages of my locks. And the first time I did it, I just did it for fun. And then I realized, like, okay, well, it's a little premature because I was newly locked. So I went back and watched them, and then I was like, okay, not much has changed. So I just wanted to go into my listing of and my reasons, pardon me, for being locked. So first question is, who is your favorite lock star? Mine, just like a lot of people's, Lisa Bonet. Reason being, if you really think about it, and it's not because she looks just because she looks a certain way. Other than Lisa Bonet, the only other person that we knew of growing up was like Whoopi Goldberg, and she had locks, and that was it. I mean, there was like a few people here and there, but they, didn't style them or they weren't making them fashionable. It really was about the culture behind it, like people like Bob Marley. There are some people who look up to his locks, but they don't. Um, he was well and gone before, but when I was a kid. Anyway, I would definitely say Lisa Bonet, but looking back at a lot of the pictures of Lisa, I remember that her hair, because it was so loose, she didn't have all of it locked at one point. I think she had like pieces that were locked. And even to this day, like her hair for the most part is loose, but I think here and there she has like a lock or two. I don't even know anymore. But I would say, other than Lisa Bonet, I love Wale's locks. And he's one of the few famous males that I've seen with locks that does something with it and styles it in every stage of his locks. I'm always like, they always look so beautiful. And to me, it doesn't matter if it's a guy or a girl. Some men have absolutely gorgeous locks and some don't. But you can say the same thing about certain ladies. I also loved Waka Flocka's locks. I don't know if he still has them. Someone told me that he shaved them. I don't know if that's true. Um, and Lettucey, the singer Lettucey. First of all, if you've never heard her music, check it out because that woman is gifted, talented. Her voice is just goddess-like. Anyway, her locks, if I'm remembering correctly, used to be like the very thin sister locks, and I think she's had them combined, and now she's got these big, ropey, like thick, long, and they're so long and they're so beautiful. And she makes these really beautiful designs and patterns in her hair, and she does all sorts of different styles, and they always look healthy and moisturized and soft. And I don't know if she has extensions. I honestly don't care. She just makes them look beautiful. So I love it. And I would say on the YouTube front, obviously the holy trinity of locks, in my opinion, are Keisha Charmaine, because she works at Red, and I've learned so much from her just from watching her channel. When I decided I wanted locks, she was one of the first channels I began watching and faithfully returning to for different sorts of information. Danielle Lox's, I think, or Lox, it's like Loxs. She's this like small Canadian young woman who is like, I believe she's Jamaican. I'm not sure, but she's like a little pixie with locks. She's tiny, petite girl, and her locks are past her booty, and they're thick and gorgeous, and she like piles them up into a big poetic justice bun and then lets them cascade down and waves, and it just looks glorious. And she's so cute, and I love her videos. And my other girl is Patty Fatty. Fatty with a PH, thank you. Patty Fatty, because one, her makeup is always snatched. Two, her hair always looks amazing, but most importantly, healthy. She puts health first. I won't follow somebody who just has raggedy locks because they do like really cool hairstyles. Like, I don't care how cool your locks look. If they're unhealthy, why am I watching this? But I love her. Her videos are very bright, very vibrant, and she also does other videos about like skincare or makeup and stuff like that. But I love her videos, and I watch every single one of them. Second question is, what do you love most about people with locks? I love the comfortability. Like when you see someone with locks, you know, in order to have them, they went through a journey to get them. And I'm not one of those people who throw shade at girls or guys who have like those extension ones or the synthetic ones. It's a look for them. I don't care. There's people who do it for a look, and that's hot. And there are people who do it for, just because they're invested in that whole journey, and I'm with it. When I see people who have locks, it tells me something, a little bit about their personality. That they are committed to doing this style. And some people might look at locks and think, those are like no maintenance. But anyone who has locks knows they're not no maintenance, they're low maintenance. But I've seen, I would say the comfortability. You have to be comfortable in your own skin to be able to wear locks and carry that off, because you're going to face a little bit of criticism, especially in today's society, now being that it's like you can't even get a job sometimes. People can discriminate against your locks now, which is just ridiculous, but whatever. And I would say my favorite thing about wearing locks, well, I'm starting to get into it now, but I would say the versatility. I love the versatility. Anything you can do with straight hair, you can do with locks. I can't wait till my hair is long enough. My hair is like just past like bob length now, and I am not a short hair girl. And I decided today, for the first time in like ever, to like push it all over to one side and like style it. I twisted them 2 days ago and took it out last night. So I'm starting to like the idea of playing with it a little bit more, but I'm not going crazy. I don't pull on my hair a lot. I don't do tight ponytails and all that stuff. But my favorite thing about wearing them is that there's a versatility there, and I can do things with it that would probably be very damaging on my loose natural hair. Next question is, how long have I been locked? I've been locked since July of 2015. And do you have a length goal? Yes, long and to my booty. And I don't want to go past my booty, I don't think. Because truth be told, I think once you pass the booty length, maybe I'm the only one that thinks about this, but I think about like, okay, what's going to happen when it gets past the booty? What if like one slips into your booty crack when you're like washing your hair? Or on the toilet? That's just disgusting. I don't know. I get kind of freaked out when it gets too long, because also I think about like when you go bend down to pick up something. I mean, I've had long hair before and been close to that happening. So having like loose long hair or locked long hair. Also, I just think it would be a lot of weight on my head and on my neck, especially when it gets wet. So I don't know if I would go any longer than that. But when we get to that length, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Do I have a word of advice for my fellow lock rockers? Yes, lots. Piece of advice would be, obviously, make sure that you are ready for the long haul and the journey. Don't get frustrated. Try not to get frustrated with the quote-unquote ugly phase, if you even believe in that. Your hair is forming. It's getting to where it's supposed to be. Don't over manipulate your hair. Don't twist too often. Let's see. Oh God, please don't use black protein gel, beeswax, anything that's just going to leave a coating, a layer of grossness on your hair that can get stuck in there and potentially damage your locks in the long run. Always think about in the long run. Don't try a million things on locks that's not necessary. Focus on your scalp care, lightly condition the locks themselves, eat well, and handle it from there. Seventh question is, speak on a moment where you felt proud of the Lock Nation. Well, I'm new here, and I would say seeing more and more locked people is giving me, I'm a part of that community, so I'm proud to be involved. But I think that Zendaya moment was a huge moment, because even though her locks were synthetic, that's a sort of representation that locked wearers don't get to see. and how she handled the situation. She could have just been like, girl, bye, but instead she, very classy girl, she handled that well, and she spoke out for everyone who had locks, who might be facing any sort of discrimination. And she was very quick to stand up to Juliana Rancic and say, like, you don't understand. There are plenty of professionals who have locks, and who are you to say I look like I smoke weed, or I smell like I like patchouli or something like that. And it was very I thought she did a very classy a very classy job of handling that. And before anyone asks, I know someone probably will, but how many locks do I have? I started with 85. Then I had one in the front that needed to be combined because it was so tiny and it was a pain in the butt and it was going to break off. So I combined it. So I had 84. And then all of a sudden in the front of my hairline over here, I have a little baby lock. It's like forming into a lock because the hair right on the edge poofed out, and I can't get it to combine with another lock to save my life. So I'm back to 85 again. So I went from 85 to 84 to 85 again. And what I had another question. Anyway, I'm curious what other people are using. What's your favorite beauty product for your hair? Mine is actually two. It's either rose water or Jane Carter Solutions Nourish and Shine. That is my jam. I love that stuff. I use it sparingly. A little goes a long way. I use it on my scalp, and I use it throughout my locks to give them a little extra shine, a little extra moisture, and make them smell nice. And that's it. That's all I got for you. So if anyone else has any more questions or wants to know anything or is curious about locks in general, if you want to see a full view of what my locks look like, feel free to ask. I'm totally here to answer any questions or to explore something new. That's it.